Hi, and welcome to the last episode in the Silver Lining series, Let's Take Action. For our final chat, I want to focus on energy, where we put our energy and how that impacts our day to day lives. This entire series, we have discussed actionable steps we can take to make positive changes in our lives, hold ourselves accountable, and set ourselves up for success. Well, today I want to focus on the bigger picture, our outlook. As human beings, we get to decide where we focus our energy and attention, and therefore how we see the world. But it's a choice. Really, it's a bunch of small choices every single day. And for the past few weeks, we've been talking about just that, about the choices we can make to do better, to do differently. But those choices require us to be proactive, to get in the driver's seat of our own lives, to recognize what we can control and what we can't control. And even though I stand by that sentiment, the more I think about it, the more I don't love the word control. Feels too all or nothing. We either can or we can't. We're either winning or losing. And that's not how life works, contrary to what it may feel like sometimes. So, what if instead of control, we used the word influence? Things we can influence and things we can't. Inspired by the circle of influence theory made popular in 1989 by Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In this theory, Covey discusses two circles, the circle of concern and the circle of influence. The circle of concern are things we worry about but can't do anything about, things out of our control. The weather, the political climate, what people think of you, the economy, etc. The circle of influence are all of the things you can do and impact, your attitude, your skills, who you spend your time with, your habits, etc. When we put our energy into the circle of concern, we become reactive, complaining about our circumstances and all that is happening to us. That can become so heavy and feel so debilitating. But when we put our energy into the circle of influence, we become proactive, focusing on the things we can affect and impact and how we can respond to situations versus the situations themselves. We have to remember that focus and energy bring growth. The circle you focus on, the circle you put your energy into, gets bigger. When you focus on things outside of your influence, in your circle of concern, you risk increasing your stress and falling into the space of accusing, blaming, and victimization, and inevitably end up reactive, worried, and unhappy. But when you work to make things better and take charge of things you can influence and impact, you proactively craft the world around you. We have a lot more influence in the world around us than we think. Can you control how your boss communicates? No. But can you positively influence building a relationship with your boss so you feel more comfortable in that space? Yes. Can you control getting stopped by the train on the way to work? No. Never seems to come at the same time and always seems to come at the worst time. But can you respond in a way that positively impacts your nervous system? Yes. One of my favorite authors, Viktor Frankl, said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Are there things out of our control? 100%. Are there things in our control? 100%. But I believe there's another piece to the puzzle, the things we can influence. And I'd bet that when we put our energy into it, that circle can become the biggest one. So, how? What things can we do to remind ourselves to put our energy into our circle of influence? Number one, stop. Remind yourself to stop. Most of the time, we operate a mile a minute. We're either in autopilot or trying to multitask and juggle too many things at once. Find time to stop. When we disrupt our routine, it gives us an opportunity to create new habits. Number two, take a breath. No matter the situation, intentional breathing calms your nervous system and gives you just a little bit more space to find a different perspective. And number three, ask yourself, is this happening to me or for me? Check yourself. Am I being reactive or proactive? What and where and who are you putting your energy into? You are the driver. Take the wheel. It is easy to make a list of the things out of our control, the things that happen to us throughout our day, the things that belong in the circle of concern. It is much more difficult to make a list of things within our circle of influence, the things that we can impact, the things we can do for us. So, yes, there are things we can and can't control, but it's not about control. It's about influence. It's about the small choices we make throughout our day to feel better. So, the silver lining is that you have the power to positively impact the moments in your day, the moments that make up your life. You just have to be intentional with your energy, and you'll see how you can change your outlook. And that is powerful.